Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Sheena, I know you want to steal the spotlight.
See, we got.
Go to bed.
We got a quadruped and a couple bipeds in here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Hyde Love, aka the Gore Pimp. I'm here with my boy Davis. He's the artist of this week's highlight. Davis, let's talk about your art, man. You got all kinds of stuff going on. You got several projects that you've been involved in over the years. This new project that you've been doing, I find, is really interesting.
Yeah.
Tell people about it.
Well, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, first of all. But it becomes a beautiful habit and outlet, and I am thankful that I got to tour with my old band Five Head for years, from like the mid 90s to early aughts, or about 10 years or so, and then my band Militant Babies playing drums. But my friend John Hunt, he's like, if you want to learn more guitar, just get a cheap acoustic, put it beside your bed, and just practice. And that turned into a more kind of expansive scenario, and it reminded me of what was always there, in a way. You know what I'm saying?
I've noticed that this one's missing a string. That's how do you work that into just your art? Like,
well, this thing, like when we were at a job in Vermont, this was $30 from this old codger. I was like, I'll take it. And it's nylon and whatever, but I missed the string. So this is a guitar that I don't miss the other string, but I can tune it to an open scenario and use a slide if I want. And so it's like, it's an extra flair. And when I'm recording, it'll be like an extra flair if I want to add something like that. And I just brought it because $30 thing, it just needed a home.
That's what I like about you, Davis. This is the kind of guy that will just pick up any random thing and make something cool out of it. And I connect with that because I kind of try to do the same thing myself, but this guy's way better at it than I am.
Well, you know,
Sheena,
a lot of years of practice with noise and improv stuff, where I feel like blessed and lucky that I met a couple of good friends back in the day that was a piano player who played drums. I'm a drummer who played guitar, and my friend Victor was the amazing Victor, and we would just have it plugged in and we'd just go. Didn't care about the key, didn't care about whatever. We would find our groove. And that taught me a lot about this freedom of music, man, where I think about Hendrix or something like that. No limits. That's that. You know, so. And I love animals. And like, you know.
She's the star of the show sometimes.
I feel like a little, like, oh, you're getting rid of that little broken ukulele? I'll take it in. I'll do something with it. Because it wants to be played. You know?
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. But yeah, so.
Sheena, come on.
The solo stuff, I booked myself a show because I know a friend who does every Tuesday, and how you get better is if you book yourself a show, you have to practice. And there's a very humbling, beautiful learning experience. And the one thing about the only thing I really wanted to accomplish is to capture people's attention. I didn't want a lot of people talking all over me. If I started to hear that, I'll do something fucked up. Like, I'll make some noise, man. But it was really cool, and I know what I learned from that experience. And electric guitar, just forget about it. Like, the noise you can make with it. So, yeah, it's been a cool learning experience. And it's a never-ending learning experience.
What did you say the name of your solo project was?
Murray X.
Murray X.
Murray X.
Look out for Murray X, guys.
Watch out for Murray X. You have no idea what Murray X is going to do. And we're still discovering what Murray X is all about in real time. So that's the fun about this thing. Yeah, man.
So, how about the process of your, like, well, first of all, like, what inspires you? And as you get inspired by that, how does it begin the process from taking that and putting it down onto a concrete piece of art?
Man, that's an interesting question because sometimes I feel like if you don't go through struggle in life, you're not really going to be a great artist. And to have that outlet to turn those emotions from struggle into a positive thing that can help somebody. You can't just talk to somebody about that stuff. The emotions, it's too much, man. You can go on and on and on and on about words, but when you sing or you put it to instrumentation, it becomes a whole different thing, and it can save people's lives. So because I did that, because in the bands that I played in, we had our sound, but the crooked eye, that improv stuff, is about ideas. And if you're thinking about like a friend, and I was thinking about a friend that passed away, and it's just like, I just started playing. And it moved me a lot. And then I just go on with it. And I was able to share with friends to help them get over some stuff. And they thanked me a lot. And that's one of the most beautiful things ever. If you can share an idea that helped you through a tough time or something like that, if it touched people and they say thank you for it. So I've just been recording a bunch, ideas mostly, and then I can go back to them though. Because the worst thing when you have an idea, it's gonna, if you don't, and then you work all night, you're gonna get home and you'll be like, it's gone, right? Sometimes, damn it, I wish I recorded it. But having fractured ribs, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't drum with my band. I could sit there with an acoustic and I could press record. And so I went down an awesome rabbit hole of just ideas.
Is that where Murray X kind of got started? Is after you broke your ribs?
Kind of, yes. Yes. And it's a funny story, I'll tell really quick, but when my mom got remarried to Charlie Garrow, I was like, if I'm going to be a Garrow, I'm going to be Murray Garrow. But my last name is Camo, which doesn't have an X on the end. I'm like, and my middle name will be X, so Murray X Garrow. So I was like, Murray X is a good name.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
You can constantly reinvent yourself sometimes, if you want. Like David Bowie, man. Like Ziggy Stardust, man.
It's especially as a solo artist,
He could not do what he did as David Bowie. He had to invent Ziggy Stardust to do what he had to do. And that's amazing creative, like, people like, what the hell's going on? And that's rock and roll, man.
Yeah, and I've always said it's great when you find a group of individuals that you can connect with as a band and write music together, but the freedom that you have as an independent individual artist, like a solo artist, is you can do anything you want. Right. And it's insane once you start kind of going down that hole of creativity for yourself.
Yes.
Purely because it makes you happy.
Yeah.
Sheena.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, guys.
She is in there.
She is so excited
this is a $30 guitar.
To have a guest here.
She just wants to be excited. She's like,
go on,
keep playing. But yeah. Any job that I have in this life, I've already told myself, if I injure myself, that I can't play music, because music, if you feel like you have that, it's kind of like you have a responsibility to continue to do it, because a lot of people are consumers of music, and they don't understand the process. But if you are a producer of it and you can play, I just feel that it's like, keep playing. Because that's very necessary. Everybody needs that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a good, you discover that about yourself. And then it kind of like, you ease back, man. And you're like, that's really what I want to do. And you connect with a lot of people that way. And you can share a lot of beauty with them. And it's up to them if they want to discover it or not, man.
I totally get that.
It's out of your hands, but you do your job. You're like, hey, do you know how long it took me to do this one song to get it to your ear? And some people don't understand the whole process, man.
And I was talking to this, the last artist I interviewed for the highlight series that we do. Yeah. We were talking about just this topic, how sometimes it, like, even your closest friends, it can be this most difficult thing to just get them to listen to what you're doing, because it's almost as if your friends don't want to hear what you have to say because it makes them feel insecure.
Well, and then there's some friends that are like, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy, but I listened to that song and I can't get it out of my head. And when I stop being busy, because I tell them, like, do whatever you want with it. Like I told you, like, here's some things, here's some ideas. Do whatever you want with it, because it's sharing.
I'm working on something new, actually. He gave me some samples
for. I can't get that song out of my head, and when I'm done, I'm gonna do something cool with him. Like, please do. It's out there, and if it's flowing through you like that, it's almost like I feel like it's an obligation to share it, because it's too much, man. Here you go, do something with it. This is the idea. It's not a complete idea. But if you share it with people that have different ideas, it always is like much better. It comes out much better than your just original little idea.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, like, I feel like certain pieces of art are just begging to like that might be the only reason they exist, is for somebody to, like, take it and chop it up and repurpose it into something even better.
I mean, like, it's, I had a friend visit from Boston a while ago, and he has a young daughter, and he's like, she has it like an artist. She plays and she paints, and she's like, can I ask you a question, though? Because you're my only friend that's an artist. What is being an artist all about? I've never been asked that before. I'm like, man, I guess all I could say was, when you feel something that you can portray, you can get out these emotions or something that you can't have words for, and do it in a painting or do it in music or something. And you're like, you can do that. You're harnessing, like, I don't know what you call it, universal, God-given ability, whatever it is, man. You get a special gift. And you can give it back to the planet and give it back to people. And that, you're an artist when, like, it's just like, it's flowing through me, man. Like,
yeah.
We're
doing what we're here to do, man. What we're meant here to do. Using our creativity to create inspiration for others to figure out how to use their creativity.
That's like the heart of an artist, pretty much. And doesn't come with its ups and downs, man, because you feel a lot. That's your job. You see a lot, you feel a lot, and you fucking take that and put it into something that will make yourself feel better or open people's minds up a little bit. Yours and other people, man. Like, that is the purest explanation of the word alchemy that I've heard in a long time. Yeah.
You're basically transforming energy, whatever you felt that you've gone through, that you can transform into something that someone else can connect with.
It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, man?
Yes, sir.
But I mean, we made it past that, like, Hendrix and Joplin and all these other artists. 27. I remember I worked at Club de Ville. 27. I made it past that, and I was touring at that point and shit. I'm like, I made it. I didn't off myself or do something stupid. You know, like all these other rock stars did and shit, you know.
I didn't
Which I'm
off
like,
myself.
I'm like, okay. I love it. And I'm going to keep doing it forever, you know. All right. Do you want me to show you the Murray X kind of?
Yes, show us what you got, man.
Right,
Do your thing,
right.
Murray X.
All right. So
Let me set up a little mic here
Yeah.
for the.
So this is it's silly because I have like a really simple app. So I'm just gonna make this up on the fly. So I'm just gonna press record, right? All right, simple. I fucked up a little bit. Doesn't matter, man. Like that's the thing. Doesn't matter. So then you can loop it. Say 4. Looped. Save it. Okay. Save song. Whatever. Pod. Doesn't matter. So then, and then you press record again, and you'll hear it. If it does. Well, technology fucking isn't always your friend, so.
It's all part of the process,
I'll get
folks.
back to it, but it's, you know, to be kind of poor and making these songs, you can use this thing and you have to go through a process. So you just do load time again. And it will. This is the whole thing about patience, you know? It's all right. It's only been, what, 30 seconds? All right. So then, you can hit record again.
Down.
So then you have a whole new thing, and just save that because you don't want to lose it. And I just say pod 2 podcast.
And you just build and build and build.
And then it gets a little wacky, which is your sound.
You know, there's a certain rawness to this that I really enjoy. And I know there's a lot of people out there be like, oh, he's just recording stuff on his phone. Fuck you. This guy's an amazing genius artist. He like.
Oh, he ain't done yet. So then you get that, right? And you do this. And then you have this track still open. So then you can do, and then you can just go. It's a pleasure to be here on this podcast with these beautiful creatures. Yo, yeah. I never want to change anything. You can say what you want, but I'm doing what I want. Everybody's cool around me. Right, so you do that, and then you loop that, and then you get a fucking thing. And then you loop that, and then you save it again, and then you have this thing that's never been done before. And you're like, holy fuck, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Maybe not for the masses, but it's like,
Well, you know what it harkens back to, man. It reminds me of like Daniel Johnston and the stuff he was doing.
Yes.
Like way back in the day, like just art for art's sake, just the randomest of it all, and just putting it out there and just doing something.
That I worked at Austin State Hospital for 4 years, and when I did my proper letter of resignation there was this one guy that was about to retire, and I was like, "Can we because I had 2 weeks, say goodbye to everybody, the patients, the staff, and can we have a powwow?" Because he worked at Austin State Hospital when Daniel Johnston was there and when Rocky Erickson was there before that. And I learned a lot about the rehabilitation process for mental health, and he told me everything that nobody fucking knows, It was a really special moment to work there. I'm glad I worked there. I'm glad I left, because it gets heavy, man. That stuff. But
I'd actually spent some time on the other side, inside those places before. I know how crazy they can be.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Hey, what's it like working there? I'm like, it's crazy. But there's success stories in that, and there's a lot of tragedies. But Daniel Johnston, he didn't write a lot of music. He didn't do a lot of music in there. That's when he was doing all that art. So that Hi Ho Are You, all that stuff was probably written when he was going through rehab at Ash. And Rocky Erickson was a mess when he came in there. And they finally gave him a guitar. And then staff and patients would just gather around in there. And he helped a lot of people get through their problems by sitting there and playing his music. And that's the beauty about music, and why I'll never let go of it.
Yeah, that's what I love about what you're doing, man, because like I said, your music, the solo stuff totally reminds me of Daniel Johnston and what he was doing. Mm-hmm. But also like your overall presence and vibe. I don't think I've told you this before, but you give off like a Tom Waits kind of thing. It is.
What you're talking about.
It's amazing. I love it.
No, that's something like when I started like Militant Babies, I sang and played drums, and I remember when we first started, and my bass player and I playing the song, and we both harmonized together for the first time. We're like, oh, we can do that? That's awesome. Like we were both learning at that point.
Oh my God, we're the Beatles.
It was like 2003, but it was his first rock band, so it's like it was Eureka, and that taught me a lot about singing. And then if you're not feeling good and you got this fucking raspy voice, man, you're like, all right, man, I'm just gonna, just be like, man, since you left, all the things that were lost have found their way home, and now sit like dead weight. And I know it was right, and I'm glad that it went down like this. But I miss, and I miss, and I miss. Like that. So you gotta use what you got at some point sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
thank you for that compliment, though. That is a huge compliment.
I mean it. Like, when we just started, kind of first started talking and hanging out, and really, actually, this might be the first time we actually hung out outside the bar.
Totally.
But
it is.
There's a reason why I just kind of felt like connected, and then you started sharing me
I didn't know
some of your music.
You created music, and you didn't really know that I did.
No, we did it.
So like that's just like, all right, man. We're automatically kindred souls in that way, because there's not a lot of those that create, man, and like, why do you still do it? I can't stop, man. Why would I stop? If I have that gift, like, it's not interfering with my life.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's all about doing what makes you happy.
Like, if I'm like working at a job that hurts me, I would leave anyway, but I definitely don't want anything that's going to break me down so I can't play music or do photography or, you know, be able to get into my elder years and be able to walk around and enjoy life. And music will always be there, and it's never ending, beautiful learning process. You can't master anything.
I can't.
At one point, like, you can master like these classical things, but you're gonna get on a guitar and do a noise improv rock fucking show? No. So you're not gonna master the whole thing of music. That's what's amazing about it.
I can't think of a better way to wrap things up than that.
Let me tell you one last thing. So before my dad died, he was talking about the creative process, and when you're in the rat race and you're going around the rabbit rail legs every day, same thing, right? And then you get into creative mind process. This starts going like this, a little bigger, and then you're like, what was I even stressed out about at all? You know? And it's a beautiful to get your mind out of that rabbit wheel, hamster wheel kind of scenario, the creative process. No matter what you do, art, like painting, like anything, music, writing, it gets you out of that rat race, hamster wheel mindset, which will stress you out and kill you eventually. That's all. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. No, thank you for coming on, man. I'm glad you came over and were able to share with all the people watching that, you know, if you're out there.
Nobody's told you today, you're a badass.
Yeah, you are a badass.
Never forget it.
Get creative. I don't care with how. It doesn't have to be music, anything. Figure out your joy. Pursue it. Murray X, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys.
Thank
You guys
you.
rock.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. Let's smoke a joint.
Let's do it.
Fucking A.
Hell yeah. That's good stuff, man.
I dig it.